Hey everybody, it's Mike from Landing Custom Classics. Gotta be kind of careful today. I tore my meniscus, I think, in my knee. Probably gonna have to have some surgery, but I gotta get the brakes done on this car. These ones are grinding, can't be using it, so let's get them done. This is the first time I've ever got an order from ordered parts from Detroit Axle. I actually ordered them through Walmart because it was the cheapest. So let's see if it's worth it. Okay, what we got here? Okay, the box comes open over here. Okay, so what we got here? Got a set of slotted, drilled rotors for the front and back. I'll figure out which ones are which. They're a little different because the back should have the little brake drum in the center. And then we got our premium ceramic brake pads with all the stuff and things. Should be a set for the front and a set for the back. So we're just gonna have to figure it out as we go. And the other set of rotors, let's see, drilled and slotted. Like I say, at O'Reilly's for most of your ones, it was $79 to $100 and something a piece for the rotors. And through Detroit Axle on Walmart, I got this set for $205 for all of this. So look like pretty decent stuff here. And I was reading, people like to talk about the slotted and drilled, which direction the lines should go, things like that. And they said, well, we contacted the manufacturer in a video that I've seen, and on the part number here, the last number is an R. So this is for the right side. We'll see if they got both rights and both lefts in here, or what we got. Okay, axle, left. Okay, so whichever one it's the front should have both of them. I don't see the brake drum piece in here, so I'm guessing these are the front. So that should be the front, right and left. You never know how they're gonna package these, whether they're gonna put what in each package, you know. So now we know that there is both for one side. I got a bad spot in my knee I can't touch the ground with there. Okay, this one doesn't really look like it has a deal for a brake in it either, so maybe this car doesn't have those. My dad's little... Okay guys, I just wanted to show you a little something on these back calipers. I forgot to record my video yesterday. I got done and somehow my video had kicked off. There's an electric park brake motor on these instead of having the little brake pads and drum in the center of the rotor. And I messed up and broke the drum on the other side. Forgot to plug this plug back in. There's a little 2-wire plug on here, and where I got it screwed up right now, I can't even kick it out. So I manually did these brakes. So if you can't get it into brake maintenance mode, which I can go through that with you, how to do it. You do it in the car, which I didn't know about. I watched a video on the front brakes and was lost on these. But you got to get in the car, turn the ignition on. Once all your stupid lights and everything stop flashing and all that, you push the accelerator to the floor. Can't get this one to clip. Yeah, you hit your accelerator all the way to the floor, and you push down on your park brake button, and that will, and then you turn your push your engine start stop button, whatever, off, and then you kick it back on within 5 seconds. And it's supposed to put it in brake maintenance mode, and yeah, it didn't work for me now because I already screwed up the other one. I ended up trying to press this in and broke the piece that the electric motor pushes out, so I have to buy a new caliper for the other side. But what I did on this one, I undid the wire and I took my Milwaukee M12 battery, put a wire in each one of these posts, so I got like 12 volts out of that. And I just touched the wires, and the first way I had it, it pushed the piece out a little bit, so I flipped it around and I put my clamp on there and I touched them, and I just pushed the caliper piece all the way in, and then you can just leave it unplugged and get your brakes done and then plug it back in. So I'm gonna go do the front brake. I'll show you. It's simple, it's totally different. So I'm gonna get this one all buttoned up and we'll do the front one. Okay guys, this ain't gonna be a great video. I keep forgetting to record stuff. So all I really done on this side is get my wheel off, and then I pried the little clip deal off here. We'll show you the rest. Got an 18mm socket, and I got this 7mm Allen socket. And where the Allen socket goes, little plastic caps, keep track of those. They're a little dust cover deal for this. So you're going to take off the outside of the caliper first. This one you got to be careful tightening because loosening, because the bleeder is right there. So watch what you're doing all the time, you know. Try to be more conscious, and you don't have as big a mess ups like I did, where I gotta buy a new caliper now. That cost me $100. You gotta pull this thing out while I'm screwing it, and that brings the threads out away from the other piece of that holds the caliper on. There's a bracket also. You know, loosen these two bolts on the outside here. Okay, these are torqued at 30 foot-pounds. Okay, get all these old pads out of my way. Now on the back ones, it didn't have the vents in here. The back rotors are really thin. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna try to spin that out a bit so it doesn't catch on the other mount. I'm gonna try to pull it off. If I can get the dang Allen socket back in the hole there. Like I say, I don't have a jack stand in here, which I should. Oh, it's the wrong hole. I'm not sticking it in the right spot. That's why it ain't working. Anyway, if I'm not under a car, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time putting in jack stands and stuff. Just be safe. Be careful. If anything feels like it's moving funny, get the heck out of the way. Okay, now I gotta get these other two that hold the bracket on right up in the brake line there. Okay, these are 70 foot-pounds. Yeah, that sucker's on there. Come over here. That little ratchet, it's a little harder. Need a longer ratchet on these. These got some thread locker on there too. Makes it worse. Oh, I got these out. I can take this piece off. Okay, that'll make things a little easier. That thing's being too much of a sucker. Be careful. You can pound it off. Make sure how your pads go in there. Get the right ones on the right spot. This one's pretty easy because the one clips onto the thing on here. Okay. Now, these are gonna fight me all the way out. Don't want your brakes falling off. Come off the bolt there. Okay. Hopefully I didn't cut my arm open on that. I'm having a time lately between my health and getting hurt on stuff. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have luck at all. So true for me. Okay, we're gonna set this up here right now and get it out right. Okay, do this the easy way. It's where my overweightness kind of helps. Try to get you to where you're not just aimed at the back of my head. The back ones come off so much easier, but with the electric motors and stuff, so much of a pain in the butt. Now I have reason to breathe heavy on this one. Come on, guys. This thing's 10 miles long. Okay, that's the bracket right there. Now, take our big hammer. This one sucks because we can't beat it around in circles. Have to have both tires off the ground and stuff. Kind of got to beat that until you get the little rust ring off the center there. She's coming a little. Okay. Let me have to get something to pry over here. There's no cutout in other spots, only where the caliper goes. Okay, there she come loose. Those are a bugger. Okay, now we get our other caliper and brake pads, all that stuff here. You want to make sure your calipers are the same. I've already looked these over. You got the vented, slotted, all the craziness there. All the things drilled, slotted, everything. Okay, now put this back on. Make sure you get it in there right. Okay, now come on, buddy. Okay, now get the bottom one. And make sure you get both started before you tighten either one all the way. Then you can torque these to 70 foot-pounds. I'm just going to do it by hand. Do it by feel, whatever. They'll be tight enough. They finally going in easier than they come out. Okay. plenty tight. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna knock the front pad off here. This one's got a little lip on it, it's easy to tell it apart. This one pops out, easy to tear it apart. Now we gotta get our big clamp. Got it over here. Guys, this stuff's starting to wear me out. So put your one end of your clamp on the back to where you know you're safe. Try to kind of center it. And you screw these in nice and slow. You don't want to push them too fast, as they're hydraulic, so don't want to force anything. If you're ever forcing anything, pushing too hard, whatever, just stop. If something wrong. I was messing around with that one back one, like I say. Now I had to buy another $100 caliper. See, that one's got that. Pops in there. Get our other pads out here. We're gonna take this off, slide this in here, lock her in. Okay. Oh, careful, you mess your brake line up there. We're good though. Take this, put it in here. It's just gonna sit in there, so you're pretty much gonna have to set it in the piece before it, in the mount before it really does anything. Okay, and you just make sure the ears line up right. Might have to pull those out a little if you pushed them in a little. Okay, tighten them up to about 30 foot-pounds. Let's see here. Oh, I had my fast power ratchet here. Okay, this will be a little easier. Oh, get her good and tight. Just snug her up good. The other one going. Oh, give her a good snug. Okay, now put this in. Seen people fight them with screwdrivers, different stuff. I'm a little tougher than most people, so I just go like this and pop that one in. Go like this. Guy I watched on the video really struggled with that with a screwdriver, but there you go. She's on there. That's all there is to it, guys. I'll get the tire, throw it on there, and tomorrow I'm going to replace that other caliper. We'll have her done. These Detroit axle brakes and premium ceramic brake pads, they're a fraction of the cost, so I think they're worth it. They look like good quality, so we'll see how they last, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.